What's up, guys? Welcome back to another scooter video. It's gonna get a little bit weird today because I'm playing a game of Scoot against myself. You guys are probably thinking, how the heck am I going to play a game of Scoot against myself? I'm only one person and there's no one else here. You would be correct. But let me explain the rules of how this game of Scoot is going to run. So over here I got my park set up and over here I got my street set up. So what I thought I'd try to do is collab the two together and play a game of Scoot against myself. So when I'm over here on the street setup, I'm going to have my black hoodie on. And when I'm over here on my park setup, we're just going to be like, this. So the way this game's gonna work, it's gonna be just like a game of Scoot. You know, we get one last trick rebate. We got SCOOT, just like a normal game of Scoot. And then what we're gonna do one set, and then pass the trick on to the next person. And the other person, if they mess up the trick, they get the letter, just like a normal game of Scoot. You guys know how to play Scoot by now, but now we're gonna be doing it against myself. So we're gonna see how this works. I'm not for sure how it's gonna work, but plans are it's gonna be just like a normal game of Scoot. But the way it's gonna go is I'm gonna set a trick on my park Scoot first, or whatever, whichever one goes first. We're gonna set a trick, and the other one's gonna have to match it. So what's cool about this is that on like my street, or my on my park setup right here, I can do like a lot of buttercups and a lot of classic park tricks. Whereas on my street scooter over here, I can lock into some like 5-0 grinds and do some like really technical stuff that I can't really do on my park setup. So I'll be like an instant letter. So it's pretty fair, and it's gonna be just like kind of like a fun thing to try. So bear with me, and let's get this video started. We're gonna jump right into this game of Scoot. I got a whiteboard right here with my name at the top and then Rapture's name at the bottom. So the Rapture's gonna be the street scooter, and I'm gonna be the park scooter. And so I got a quarter right here because we can't do like a good game of Rochambeau to start it off to decide who gets to go first. So I'm gonna be heads, Rapture's gonna be tails. Let's get it going. All right, it landed on heads. So that means I get a set first on the street, So that means I get a set first on the park scooter. I'm gonna set a flare. It only seems proper to start off with a flip, being on the park scooter. So let's just get it done. All right, first try done, of course. So let's get it on the street scooter now. Hold up, before we continue this game of Scoot, I want to make something really clear. We're not doing this game of Scoot to compare park scooters versus street scooters. We're doing it to show the similarities. And I want to show you guys that if you ride a park scooter, you can still do street tricks. If you ride a street scooter, you can still do park tricks. So that was the main reason of this video. I just want to show you guys that, they're not that different. It's just a bigger scooter, smaller scooter. It doesn't really matter. You can do what you need to do on the ramp you're riding. It's really just riding a scooter. But I wanted to point that out before we move on any further in this video. My next set is going to be on the street setup, which is going to be Rapture. We're going to do an over 50-50 stall on the coping ride over here. All right, onto this park setup. So far, no letters, so looking good. We're now back on the park setup. So Chase, we're gonna get a buttercup. So I know I can already buttercup on the 5-foot like quite easily. So we're gonna take it to the 3-foot over here because I don't know if I can do that on the street setup. So we're gonna really test it right now. All right, now for the street setup. I feel like this is gonna be pretty hard because it's a pretty small transition, but we'll see if we can get it. Oh, yeah. Pretty stoked on that buttercup. That felt really nice on this street setup. But now we're back to Rapture. Let's get we're gonna use this extra 50-50 rim. We're gonna get a 50-50 slide, double whip in. All right, now for Chase. I think I'm gonna stop taking the hoodie off and on. It's a little bit takes too long to do. But you guys get the idea of who's going and who's not going. All right, pretty solid. We're gonna move back to the big quarter pipe now so you guys aren't like getting stuck over here. It's my turn now, and what we're gonna do right here on this quarter pipe is we're gonna get a flare whip. I feel like that's a pretty park trick. All right, now for the monster setup. It's Rapture's turn. I'm a little worried about this because this is a long length coming over here, but let's try it. Ah, darn. We were super close. So like I said before, we're gonna have a one-trick rebate, and then of course last trick rebate, just like a normal game of Scoot. So I think I'm gonna use my one-trick rebate on this because I feel like I could definitely get this, and I should be able to do this first try, but let's try it again. Oh, that was flat as a pancake. All right, wasn't pretty, but we're gonna take it. Now we're back to the street setup, so now it's Rapture's turn. let's get we're gonna do a nose blunt up here. And we have a little more nose blunt on this deck than my other one, so let's do a nose blunt, tuck my hander, and then whip in. Just gonna come over here to the board real quick. Rapture did use their rebate, so I'm gonna put a little R right there next to Rapture so we know that Rapture used the rebate. But anyways, now let's get on to Rapture set. Alright, Chase's chance to see if we can get this. Oh man. Woo. I now have an S, so let's put an S right here on my board. And now it's my set. We're gonna do a double whip to bar. Alright, now for the street scoot. I don't know how this is gonna go, so this might be a letter. Stoked. I was not expecting it to come around that easy. That actually worked out really good on the street scoot. So currently the score is Chase has S and Rapture has nothing. Rapture has used the rebate though. But anyways, for Rapture set, we're gonna get a backwards 50-50 on the coping to whip in. Park setup now. Oh, that was not that long. I would use my rebate on this, but I think I'm gonna save it for a harder trick that's gonna be set later. But anyways, now it's back to the park scooter Chase's set. But hold on, I have to mark my board first. I now have SC. All right, so far it's SC to nothing. Back to Chase's set. Right now we're gonna do, on this core pipe over here, we're gonna do a bride flip to can plant. It's time for the big street scoot now. I don't know how this one's gonna work, but we'll give it our best shot. Oh, we were close. I wish I still had my rebate because I would so use that right now. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna try it one more time to see if I can get it. Darn, I wish I had that rebate. Back to the board now. Now Rapture has an S, so now it's SC to S. Back to Rapture set. Back to Rapture set now, and right here on the coping, I'm gonna get in the stall, and I'm gonna do a can plant. So now I don't know if you guys know what a can plant is, but it's basically when I take my feet straight out. I feel like it'll be pretty easy now that the deck's pretty wide, but let's give it a shot. Alright, time for the park scooter now. Honestly, I wasn't too surprised. I actually started doing this trick on my park setup, so to not be able to do it on here would have been a shame. But now we're back to the park setup. Let's go ahead and get a 540 bar air. Oh, darn, we were so close. Back to my set, or well, I mean Rapture set. We're gonna do an ice pick. I'm almost certain this is gonna get a letter on my park setup because I don't know how it's gonna happen on there, but let's go ahead and do it right here on the coping. Because I'm no quitter, I'm at least gonna give us a shot on the park setup and see what I can get done. Oh, snap! I think that counts. We're gonna have to do a camera check back to see if it actually counts. Oh! I'm not gonna fool myself. That was definitely not as clean as on the street scooter deck, but it was pretty good for no pegs with a curved dropout. So I'm taking that. I'm not getting the letter for that one. We're back to Chase now, so we're on the park scooter again, and we're gonna set a whip front scoot. All right, Rapture's turn. That definitely did not feel good. I've now got a C for Rapture, but I'm gonna try it one more time just for the fun of it because I know I could get this. There we go. It's all tied up. C to C. Now it's Rapture's turn. We're gonna have to up the ante a little bit and raise up the trick intensity. So on the park setup for Chase, we're gonna do a backflip to board stall to Smith to whip bar in. Let's get it. Time for the street step. I'm sweating this one on, so this one's scary to me. Oh man, I don't know. This is scary. The extra couple inches on the back end make the pop really different, but we gotta at least try the trick. Wow. Oh no! Darn! We were so close. Like, I sure just committed. I don't know what I was thinking, but now I got SCO. Had to do it again just because I had to prove a point. I'm so bummed. I literally should have landed that one. I don't know what I was thinking. But now let's go for a Rapture set. We're going to do something cool. This one's going to be a little bit of a weird one. I'm going to go from a front side under 50-50 to front side 50-50. Alright, let's try it now on the park setup for Chase. Oh, I was expected. I didn't get it. So now I got an O, but now it's my set. So let's get back up here. Woo, it is looking tight. It's now SEO to SEO. It's now Chase's set. And we're going to do, let me think about it again. I never think about the tricks before actually prepping the video. So let me just think about this trick for a second. I got it. We're going to do a double finger whip. I feel like that might be pretty hard on the big scooters because it's a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier, a little bit hard to get around. So, Chase's set, double finger whip. No, I got the single finger whip, but there is absolutely no way I'm getting that double finger whip around. So Rapture now is SCOO. It is getting tight. And just like that, Rapture is now on its very last letter. So let's see what Rapture's gonna get for the last setup. Let me think for a second. We're gonna keep the 50-50 game going. So on the next setup for Rapture, we're gonna do an over 50-50 grind. I'm gonna call at least 3 feet of a grind and then whip in. Now for Chase's turn on the park setup. Man, that actually was pretty nice. We're back now with Chase's set on the park scooter. So I think what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna do one of my top 3 favorite tricks, which is a Superman. But to test myself on the street setup, we're gonna try a Superman whip. So we're gonna do right here, air. Let's get it. Running back for the park or street setup now. This is gonna be scary. Oh, we got it. Okay, honestly, I don't know if I want to count that. I'm gonna have to check the footage, but the Superman was not extended at all. So I'm gonna give myself a sketchy rebate. That was a lot better. That was how I like my Superman whips to be. Now we're back to Rapture on the street setup. On this next set, I'm gonna do a trick that's certain to get Chase a letter. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna do, just like myself before, I'm gonna do a 5-0, but now I'm gonna do a grind with it. I can almost guarantee I will not be able to do a grind on this thing, a 5-0 for sure. But we're gonna give it our best shot because like I said before, I'm not a quitter. That was kind of expected. Alright, anyways, next set. Oh wait, first I gotta mark my letters first. And just like that, we are now all tied up. This game is super close. It's SCOO to SCOO. Rapture has used the rebate. I have not. So this game is super close and it's feeling nice. Honestly, the hardest part, the really riding the street scooter is not that hard at all. But the hardest part is switching back and forth between the park scooter and the street scooter because they're so different. Like this one's like 2-3 inches longer. This one's like taller too and everything. So it's really unique to try to go from like doing a flare on a small scooter to a big scooter. It's just, it kind of messes with the mind a little bit. But besides that, this game is going so awesome. And it is now, the ball's in my court to potentially take the W. So I think what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna try to end the game. We're gonna try to do a double kickless air on my park setup. Let's get it. That felt really good. Now, I'm back on the street scoot now, and I do not honestly have high hopes for this, but I'm gonna warm up first. I'm gonna give myself a single pass and try a kickless air first because I've never even kickless this thing before because it's just so much longer, but let's give it a kickless a try. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. I can just tell it. Alright, here's our best bet, but I don't have high hopes. That kickless did not come around that smooth at all. This is gonna be, oh, not fun. Oh my gosh. That is pretty much what I expected to have happen. That was not fun at all, but I have a last trick rebate, which I don't want to take. But for the game, I'm gonna have to take. Like I said before, I'm not a quitter, so we're gonna give it 110 right here. Oh, darn, we were literally right there, but that was unfortunate. I literally had 1 foot on. I wish I would have stuck it, but that was really hard to do. I didn't even envision myself being able to get that around that far. Dang, I was seriously so close. I just watched that double kickless clip back and I got 1 foot on it. I should have honestly committed to that one, but that's all right. So technically in the game of Scoot, Chase won, which is me. It's kind of weird. I know you guys are probably thinking I'm crazy talking in third person, but it was a fun game of, one-on-one Scoot. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, but we gotta mark some letters off over here and wrap this game up. And just like that, Rapture, I'm sorry, you now got Scoot. So that means I won. I'm super stoked. This was such a fun game of Scoot. I don't know how it's gonna turn out with editing because it's really weird to like edit a game of Scoot between 2 people, but it's really just 1 person. It's kind of weird, but anyways, I have to do this double kickless. It's ridiculous. I gotta do it. If you guys have stuck around this long, first off, thank you. But then second, I'm gonna prove a point that having a larger scooter does not mean that you can't do this trick. You can definitely go out with enough practice and still get this trick done. Personally, I'm just not used to doing tricks with such a big scooter, but I'm gonna get this done for you guys just to show you guys that it's possible. Whew. That is a big boy scooter to do that on. Whew.